Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, we've made it to the weekend, almost the weekend. Well, the weekend is upon us. It's Friday. It's Friday, and I'm just already thinking I've got to be back at work, my placement next week. But we're not going to deal with that just yet, anytime yet. But it's a welcome back on this wonderful channel of ours. I've got some three segmented live news coming right back at you right now. Yeah, particular players still not gone just quite yet, although I saw some mixed signals on Twitter. Don't believe everything you hear. Again, I'm not going to believe this player's actually gone until he's holding up the shirt of his new club. Oh dear, some comments from a bad boy again. And some of bits and pieces about the captain. Well, your captain not my captain. Your talisman, not my talisman. But anyway, guys, what am I talking about? See you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this one. There's a freaking fly. Just there's a fly. Get out of it. Get out of it. Yeah. Arsenal fans all over this world, guys. Like as usual, I say, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news right here. Now, I didn't get to do any pre-recorded bits and pieces early doors because I was up early with my wife. I walked her to the bus stop. I had to do some shopping. So there was no like pre-recorded bits and pieces. But once I've done on this one, there'll be some transfer news coming up. I think from what I've seen, that you guys seem to like the short videos, and it was good to see Arsenal Alex on the channel finally. I've been on his channel a couple of times, but it's good to see him coming on Channel 14 for the first time. And like he said to me, the thing is, Alex, people don't want you to beat around the bush. Just give them the news right there, right now. Inside 3 minutes, those transfer news segments, you guys seem to love them. Wonderful stuff. But anyway, let's get on to this one. So this particular one, the first bit of news we want to talk about is in regards to this gentleman here. Yes, Matteo Guendouzi, the naughty boy, who's remained on the naughty step for the longest time. Anyway, this one kind of caught up on. Arsenal fans are reacting to what Matteo Guendouzi put on Twitter. Oh, what did he put on Twitter? Well, Matteo Guendouzi is heading back to Arsenal, but not how is he? No, he's not. He's not. He's going to Marseille. The French midfielder bid a farewell to Berlin on Twitter yesterday following a season-long loan in Germany. Guendouzi was loaned to the Bundesliga club after falling out with Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta. The 22-year-old, you remember when he came to Arsenal, he was aged 19, a teenager. Still needs to grow up a bit though. Is now due back in North London, but only for a short time, it would seem. According to L'Equipe, his relationship with Arteta has been ruptured, and a long-term stay at Arsenal under the Spaniard isn't going to happen. That's not going to happen. On Thursday, he paid a lengthy tribute to Hertha Berlin on Twitter, and some Arsenal fans are begging him to stay at the Emirates. Really? Anyway, he tweeted out, new beginnings, a difficult day arrives. This one, the day to say goodbye to an entire institution for which I had the immense privilege and honor to play football and defend its blazon in an extraordinary championship made of professionalism and humility. Well, he needs a lot of growing up to do. He's got to grow up a lot more. Come on, Mattel, man. He's not coming back to Arsenal. He's agreed personal deals with Marseille. He's not coming to Arsenal. He probably on the map might say, all right, coming from because Germany's over there, isn't it? Germany from here, Germany. Oh no, going down, going France. Head to France. Come back to Arsenal. Anyway. The second bit of live news is in regards to yeah, there we go. The gentleman who's facing us, not the gentleman who has his back to us, Granit Xhaka, Roma in advance talked to sign a Arsenal midfielder. Well, remember, says you're right. He signed. He signed for Roma yesterday. So I think this one's probably a bit of a catch up. Granit Xhaka request by new boss Jose Mourinho said he side thought to be close to Arsenal valuation in the region of 21. I've heard it's £15 million. But yes, again, it's just a catch up. Roma are now in advanced negotiations with Arsenal for the transfer of midfielder Granit Xhaka. No, Granit Xhaka's gone, man. He's gone. Never to be seen in the red and white of Arsenal again. Someone put a tweet up that my brother responded to this morning, and the person was, I'm not going to embarrass the person. It's not so much about embarrassing, but I'm not going to mention the person, but a Twitter handle. But they said in this tweet that the Granit Xhaka situation, I understand, literally what he did and what he did and how he did it, but there's a lesson to be learned from ourselves as fans, how we treat players. We shouldn't go over and beyond to abuse the player on Twitter. But we need to learn the lesson. My brother, in a measured way, even though my brother, he said, but that's fine. But players also have a choice whether they can or should respond to the tweets or everything put on their social media accounts. And I've always said, look, if you're earning millions of pounds, why can't you employ someone to filter out all the negativity and feed you all the positive stuff there? You don't have to read everything that's put on Twitter or on Instagram or on YouTube. You don't have to. Pay someone that can manage all those bits and pieces there. Filter out all the negative, the hate that comes on social media accounts. And actually, yeah, I've noticed as well of this week, actually, the negativity, the nasty comments are coming back on Cannon Fodder TV. So I've just been picking them out. Not so much in the live chat because I've got my moderators there who are doing a sterling job. But yeah, I'm noticing now literally this season's come up and like we're getting more views. That comes with a negative comments there as well. But yeah, Granit Xhaka, yeah, my brother was quite right. He doesn't have to read or he doesn't even have to respond to those comments there. But yeah, you're right. We don't have to, verbally abuse the player. But is there a lesson to be learned? I think there's more of a lesson to be learned from Arsenal. Really? Anyway, and the last bit of news, kind of trying to end this one on a high, as it were. Mikel Arteta eyes 4 Arsenal players to fill the leadership void ahead of Granit Xhaka's looming exit. The report does highlight this player here, Kieran Tierney, and Arteta has said, well, Arteta has spoken glowingly about Tierney's leadership skills in the past, responding positively when asked if he could be a future Arsenal captain. Arteta says, I think he can be. He has the respect and admiration of every member of the staff and every player. It's just the way he is. He does it in a natural way. He's a shy boy, but I think he represents all the values we want to instill and that are in the DNA of the club. He came here. It took him a while. He had a bad injury, but he's a natural leader. You see how he behaves on the pitch, and when he talks, he says the right things. Exactly what we're waiting to hear. In regards to the other members, I'm not going to actually talk about the other. If it does say in the report 3 other people. If Arteta's saying about Tierney, those are the things we don't see in the current leader, the current captain at Arsenal. The humility. Yeah, he says all the right things, does all the right things. We don't see those things from your captain, your talisman. He's not my captain. He's not my talisman. But would I like Kieran Tierney to be the captain going forward? I would love him to be the captain, but you're waiting for the buts. However, I'm just worried about his injury record. That's what I'm worried about. Because he's no use to us if he's going to be out injured. He won't last a season, which he won't. He won't. It's just, yeah. With some players, they are tagged with that injury there, and Kieran Tierney is one of those players. If it were not for that, I would say as a captain, or at least a vice captain, yeah, but not captain, not captain. So, people, that has been the segments, the 3 segments. The 3 segments. 1, 2, is it 3? 3. So we count. Was it 3? It was 3. Yeah, I also want to give a big shout out to again Arsenal Alex for coming on the channel yesterday. I do like doing collabs. It's not because we have both the same names. We have the same names. That's not anything to do with that. It's just the way that he goes about his business. He's very, very humble. Alex is very, very humble. Am I humble? I am. I can be humble. I can also be annoyed at sometimes. But I do like doing content and collaborations with Alex, and he went live as well yesterday at the Emirates. Who was protesting at the Emirates? Only Arsenal Alex. I will be at the Emirates this Sunday. Most likely it will be the last one, but I'm going to be someone's going to join me. Someone's going to be with me, also going live with me at the Emirates. Who is it going to be? You have to make sure you tune in on Sunday. Yeah, roughly, I think 1 o'clock, between 1 and 2 o'clock. Who's the special guest? Oh, you have to wait and see for that one. Let's go into a live chat for the first time this morning and see who has joined us on this particular one. We've got the Urban Ghost. He says, hi, Alex. Urban Ghost, yeah, thank you for your comments, man. Especially, I don't know, the one about the barnacle. That I see that the cronk is as a barnacle. I mean, have you ever tried to remove a barnacle? I mean, I've seen. I mean, we went on trips when I was in primary school, and where did we used to go to? The South Coast. But anyway, I remember seeing all those things on the. What is that? The barnacles, young Alex. Barnacles. They're very difficult to shift, and the cronkies, yeah, they're like barnacles. But anyway, good morning, Urban Ghost. Alistair also says, hi, hope you're okay, Alistair. And Skynet also says, good morning, Alex. Everyone's fine and dandy. Good. Prosper says, hi, Alex, I caught you on time today. Well done, Prosper. Well done. Sure, you will prosper. Good afternoon, Alex. See, so that tells you that, you know, Vicha is from a different part of the world. You're probably thinking it's probably Asia. I've just finished speaking to my friend actually who lives in Australia. It's like early evening there. Waiting on Bellerin's exit deal. We need the money for the Neves deal. Yes. I'll probably need to do a catch up on that one to find out, you know, how that deal was being played out. Arnie, good morning. Morning all. Where's the sun gone? It's funny, you know, because again, I woke up early doors. I walked with my wife to the bus stop so she can go to work, and then I went to do shopping. It was quite warm. I've just started going live. I think it looks quite overcast. I'm supposed to be going to my mum's. Actually, I won't go to my mum's. I'll go to my mum's tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go to my mum's tomorrow. I'll just stay home. Be homebound. Before internet and fans channels, I would look at the papers for transfer news. Islington and Hornsey Gazette used to always say Les Ferdinand spotted at Muswell Hill estate agent. Do you know what, Ashton? Because I spent my formative years living in Highbury and Islington, and after we moved out from there, her moved out. I don't know if it sounds sad, but I used to continuously buy the Islington Gazette for my mum. I said, Mum, I've got the Islington Gazette because just like the memory, the years, living in Highbury and Islington, man. Yeah, those were the good old days, man. But yeah, you're right. Before the internet, it'll be CFAX. You're thinking, what's CFAX? Actually, remember CFAX? CFAX, then the newspapers. I remember my dad saying to me, "Can you go down and buy my newspaper?" My dad used to love reading the Daily Mirror, and I remember back then it was 7 pence. So those of you who live and know the newspaper, the Daily Mirror, my dad used to give me, of course, a 5-penny piece, and whether it's the 2 pence piece or 2 1-pennies. There you go, buy my paper for me. I said, yeah, Dad, all right. And I used to read it on the way up, and the smell of the print. Yeah, all right, Dad. Go. Where I used to go to? Straight to the back page, and not open it because my dad would know. Oh, I've been reading it. But yeah, CFAX, newspapers, and then maybe some news on TV. But yeah, you're right, man. It isn't a Gazette. Alistair, how about a collab with that channel? No. And it's funny because Alex did say yesterday before we went live there was some kind of YouTube forum for creators, and he said that he saw the gentleman who runs that channel over there, and he tried to reach out to him, but the person was too busy. I said, but Alex, because you're just starting out, try and do collabs with smaller channels. But us, we won't be doing collabs with them. We do the things our way, and they do their things their way. So there will not be a collab with them and us. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. Am I sad? No, because we it's not about, for us, it's never been about competing. It's only been about creating. We're here creating. And if we have to compare ourselves with anything, we compare ourselves with ourselves. Yeah, what we've done last week, last month, last year, even before we began. So this is what we do to compare how and what we've been doing. But yeah, we won't do a collab with them. Yeah, but anyway. Anthony, good morning. Morning, Alex. Arsenal are supposedly linked to a centre midfield. Rodrigo De Paul is never still off. I saw something late last night, actually, but I haven't read into it. Something about Neves off to Leicester City. But I thought, you know what? I'm not going to feed any incorrect news. I need to do my homework first before I talk about that. So I'm not sure whether the deal is off. And I have seen, Rodrigo De Paul, the link as well. But I've got other bits and pieces of news I need to record and come live and upload. Not so much about, yeah. But could be Anthony. You never know. I said it's the silly season. That's what it is right here. And this freaking fly. There's a fly. Oh, Jeremy, fly. Get out of it. Oh dear. All right. I forgot what I was gonna do now. Which is your favourite sports presenter? Dickie Davis, Des Lynam, Stenton Greavesy, Lineker, Grayson. Dickie Davis. He used to have actually, no. Well, I'll say Dickie Davis. You know why? What World of Sports? Dickie Davis. Because my mum and dad, actually my mum more than my dad, loved watching. You remember the wrestling, British wrestling? Yeah, Mick McManus, Giant Haystacks, Big Daddy, Tengo Nakasaki, all those guys there. Yeah, so for Dickie Davis, that's what I remember him. Not so much for football. Not so much for football. It was like just for like different sports, not so much football. And the presenter, oh my goodness. He commented on our 89 triumph over Liverpool. It's up for grabs now. Oh my goodness, I forgot his name, but it will come to me. It'll come to me. But yeah, yes, yeah, well, yes, Skynet. And again, my brother sometimes he checks out the content that they do, and he'll say to me, "Oh, but you know what? With what you just said there," I said, "Ralph, I don't have an invested interest in the content that they do over there. He's done wonders to start that there, back way when he started it, but I'm not. We're concentrated on what we're doing over here." What was the presenter? Forgot his name now. Forgot his name. Good day, sir. Hope all is well. Greetings to your mother. Yeah. I was thinking. I spoke to my mum late last night, but I won't be seeing her today. I'll go and see her tomorrow. But on average, I call her twice a day. You might think I'm a mummy's boy. I don't care if you think I'm a mummy's boy. Good morning, Go. Good morning, Alex. Miko often talks about a plan, but with the way we are being linked to everyone, do you see a lay down plan, or are they waiting for second bid? Um, it's quite difficult because I wouldn't say that it's Mikel Arteta's fault, because even before he came, this freaking fly, even before he came, Arsenal, this is what Arsenal do. Yeah, we get linked with so many different players. We're slow to actually get in the deals early doors, and then there's a flurry towards the end of the transfer window. So I can't blame Arteta for that, because that is what Arsenal do. It doesn't matter whether it's Richard Garlick in there, or if it's been a Sven Mislintat or Binay or Raul Sanelli. Arsenal have always been like that in the transfer market. Is there a plan? Well, I hope there's a plan. There must be a plan. You're probably thinking, right, this is how I want Arsenal to play. I don't have the players to play it this way. So I've either got to get rid of the players and transition in the youngsters to play the way I want Arsenal to play. Or I need to go into the market to bring the players in to play the way I want Arsenal to play. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm hoping there's a plan there. There must be a plan. We've got to wait and see. Have to wait and see. In regards to the second bid, we went live yesterday talking about Daniel X bids. For me, it's not enough. It still will not be enough to shift the barnacle, the barnacles that are the Cronkies. 2 million is not that. And literally, again, when you're bidding for something, when you're at an auction, you don't go in with your highest bid anyway. You go in with the lowest bid just to test the waters, then something else, and something else. It just depends how high can Daniel Ek really, really go, and at what point would the Cronkies crack and then just see the dollar sign saying, you know what, we can't turn this offer down. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Ron Miles says, hey, and hey to you, Mr. Ron Miles. I hope you're well. Hope your family are keeping well as well. Say hello to your family from everyone on Canal 40 TV. Anthony says, we've got high wages paid to players like Kolasinac, who never plays. You're trying to reduce the wage bill. Are Arsenal snookered in recruiting new players? Do they need to overpay in wages now? No, they don't. Why? Because next season, we're not going to be in any kind of European action. So you don't want to be bringing in players in and paying them, Premier wages or, Europa League action wages. We can't afford it. We can't do that. We can't do that. So, Arsenal got themselves in this situation. So I think you're probably right. Arsenal are snookered. So again, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's not been about who's coming in Arsenal. It's always been, for me, who needs to leave. The player that's been earmarked, flagged, saying, oh, you know what, actually, we've had enough of this player. For whatever reason, whether, they're above the age or they've been injured or their attitude, or we want to capitalize on their value now. Whatever the reason is, it has always been, for me, to get rid of the players at Arsenal, not about the incomings. I've tried to remain very, very consistent about that. Nope, I don't blame him, but he should stop putting himself in the spotlight. Yes, beginning to be a mouthpiece of deception. Goodness. I mean, yourself, in the employment world, when you're working for a business, would you actually come out and say, this is happening at the company, that's happening at the company, knowing fully well that if you talk about what's been going on behind the scenes, most likely they're going to sack you or they're going to fire you? Would you actually say that? Or would you just toe the line like Mikel Arteta's actually doing? Because at the end of the day, Arsenal employ him. He's an employee. So would you actually come out and say, you know what? Oh my goodness, yeah, these players are terrible. Like the Jose Mourinho way, just lambast the players. Say, oh, this players are no good. So would you just keep stum? Would you keep quiet and just toe the line? Or would you actually say, behind the scenes, this is what's going on? You know what I've done. Arnie says, would you be opposed to us signing 10 players on the cheap and sending them out on a loan to see if one or two become worth some good money? Basically, Chelsea business a model for 5 years ago. The thing is, we can't afford to do that or follow that model. That's the problem. We can't afford to do that. Literally, we know the squad needs to be upgraded, and we also know players need to be leaving. So we don't have that luxury to buy players on the cheap and then loan them out and see actually, okay, we've got there's a diamond in the rough over there. This player has potential. I don't think we have the luxury of doing that, unfortunately. Yeah, if we were again maybe in the right half of the table, if we were in the top 4 or 5 places, then we could possibly do that, I think. But we don't have that luxury now. Yeah, follow that model there from Chelsea. I don't think so. I don't think so. Surely players that get media training, yes, they do. They do. Someone mentioned the way that Saka handles the media. He handles them quite well. But I said no. But they get training. They get media training. But then what happened to your captain? Your captain doesn't come out and talk much, does he? Before, after a game, doesn't come out and talk that much, innit? As a captain, you want your captain come out when the lights are blaring. Arsenal have lost. You want your captain to come out and talk. Don't leave it to anybody else who's not the vice captain. He's not seen as a like a figurehead at Arsenal. You've just run away and you've left it to somebody else to come out and talk on the team's behalf. You should be the one to do that. You. Gogan says, I would rather not say anything. Probably say, let's wait and see. Probably says Daniel Eck in. Damien says, Ruben Neves is close to coming to Arsenal. 35 million Daily Mirror. Say you get rid of all the players you don't want and don't bring in anybody to at least replace. They're good enough good players to improve from the last season to get top 4. No. And I've said anyway. Next season's going to be much like the season just finished. It's going to be a lot more angst, anger, mid-table team action, because that's what we are. That is what we are. And I'm not going to. So the fly is still bothering me. I'm not gonna, say to you, oh, you know what, we're gonna be okay. We'll have a wonderful squad, but you have to allow time with these players. You have to allow for stability. So after the storm, there is the calm, and right about now, we are in the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. I mean, it passes, but we can't just sit by and think, okay, just wait for the storm to go past. Yeah, I'm gonna be here, just eat my McDonald's. Okay, let's just wait. No, we have to be proactive. We have to be proactive. So, yeah, we could get rid of a lot of the players. I mean, I've called for maybe between 8 and 9 players to be sold anyway. Whether that happens or not, that's a different story. But Arteta and the club, they have to be seen to be doing something. They've got to do something. We can't carry on like this. We can't carry on. But we're not going to make top 4 next season. I think probably it'll be 8th or 9th finish again next season. We won't make it for top 4. Even if we bring in your Jack Grealishes, your Ruben Neveses, your Basumas, we won't get top 4. Why, Alex? Because there's coming up 5, 6 other clubs better than Arsenal, who are doing better business than Arsenal. So we're not going to get top 4. We won't get top 4. I'm sorry, Anthony, man. Arsenal always seem to buy players on the last day of the transfer window. Anyway, exactly. And again, I don't blame Mikel Arteta for that, because we've been doing that for the last how many seasons? I haven't just done that because Arteta's here. That's been going on since before he came. Kylian Mbappe, a world class to Arsenal. Mbappe here, Henry. Not happening. It won't happen. How can the team manage players better? One of Wenger's strengths was his man management. He found a way to get the best out of everyone. First and foremost, Alistair, you have to believe in the players. You have to tell the players, this is the core small group that I'm going to rely on, game in and game out. Prove to me your worth. Now is your opportunity. But rely on a small group of players. You can't keep chopping and changing, because to me that says that you don't trust the players. You don't trust the players if you keep having to chop and change. He's never played the same 11 back-to-back games. So again, he's not trusting the system, doesn't trust the players. So you've got to trust the players, and the only way you can do that is you say, right, 6 of you, you're going to form the foundation, or you're going to be the core of the first team going forward. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. And secondly, recruitment. Recruit players who don't have a history of being injured. Recruit players who have positive mentality, mental attitude. Recruit players who are going to fight for the badge. Doesn't matter whether rain, snowing, or they will always be there. But that's what Arsenal need to do going forward. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. But Arteta, does he know his best 11? Probably not. Does he keep the same 11 game to get? No, he doesn't. It's Arteta's fault that we are not in top 4. Before 3 years under Emery, we had the worst players, and we were 2 points difference in third place. Europa League final. Players didn't turn up. Player power. Got sacked. What will help Arsenal this season is what Wolves, Spurs, and Everton will have new managers. Ashton and West Ham don't have the squad for Europe, Europe and the league. I forgot about West Ham as well. No, you're right, Alex. But the club, instead of trying release unwanted players early, are trying to extend their contracts. In principle, this is a bad business and off target. It is so off target, so off target. It calls for making unpopular and ruthless decisions. And from what I'm seeing, I know it's the second day. The second day? One, two. The third day. Today's the third day of the official open of the transfer window. What I'm seeing is Arsenal just doing lukewarm activity. Lukewarm. Be ruthless. And now is opportunity to be ruthless. Shift on the players. Yeah, say, you know what, thank you, thanks for the service. Actually, no, not thank you, just bye-bye. Make a serious, message of intent. We know the situation we're in. We know coming next season, there's no European football. It's going to be very, very difficult to attract, marquee signings. But by goodness, we've got to make a statement of intent. How can you do that? Get rid of a lot of the first team players. I mean, for me, wow. If they came out and said to me, you know what, actually, Alex, you're not here. So what? They've sold Lacazette. Really? And Alex, they sold Aubameyang. Wow, really? That would send shockwaves. Make, unpopular and ruthless decisions. That's the only way Arsenal can go forward. But what I'm seeing is just a lot of lukewarm activity. Lukewarm. Okay, well, Xhaka is gone. Okay, yippee-yay. What about all the others? Kolasinac, I mean, Guendouzi is on the verge of signing for Marseille. Wow, fantastic. But there's still a lot more players that need to be shown the door. A lot more players need to be shown the door. Be ruthless. Yeah, it doesn't call for, sentimentality. It's business at the end of the day. These players are our assets. They belong to Arsenal. Just sell them on. Sell them on. Prospective players know that when Arteta offers a metaphorical dinner at the Ritz, he actually means a tasty, a kind of Coke outside. They're wise to it now. It seems only after 1 year. But Arnie as well, like I said, the players, you're right, they're not silly. Why would you want to come to Arsenal? A club who's stooped in history, which is wonderful. We've got the record amount of FA Cup wins, 14, I believe. But the past is the past. We're looking at the here and now and what we're going to be doing in the future. Which player is going to want to come to Arsenal? anyway. Andre Onana, very good to Arsenal. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. I know he's had his band reduced, but I don't want a player coming to Arsenal. We've got enough problems as it is. We don't need another player. No, thank you. Morning, mate. Willie says, great show. Just subscribe to your show. What's the verdict on Arteta? And if he was sacked, who would you like? Well, Willie, thank you. So thank you for coming in. Kind of TV, if you just subscribed. It's good to see that we've got new subscribers, and we're also still reaching out. There's still more people who are there subscribing. In regards to Arteta, I have always said, I look at how the club treated Unai Emery. Was so disrespectful to him. The media pack, this good evening stuff, disrespectful. And then I look at Mikel Arteta, who's been given a pass, he's been given a bye. Why? I'm not sure. So as like I didn't want Unai Emery to be sacked, I don't want to jump on a bandwagon, Arteta in or Arteta out. I'm Arsenal in. And I have been Arsenal in since 1976, 77, many, many years ago. The club I don't recognise my club. I don't recognise my club. Of course, things have to change, but you hope, there's going to be difficult times like there was in the 70s, right up until 1979 when I saw Arsenal win the first cup, 1979, against the old enemy, Man United. So there's going to be difficult times. So I will always remain an Arsenal fan until I die. But yeah, I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon about, I'm Arteta in, Arteta out. I'd never heard of Unai Emery. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. So if Arteta gets sacked, it'll be of his own volition. Not because of anything I said or we said on here. I've always said I wanted Carlo Ancelotti to come in after Arsene Wenger to steady the ship and then get somebody else in to be there long term. Arteta is inexperienced. We know that. We know that. He's here with us. I'm not about to say, turn us into like Arteta out. But what I will say, I have the right to criticize him. And I also have the right to say when he's doing things right, which didn't happen too often last season. But yeah, there's your answer. If that answers your questions, Willie. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you, my friend. Morning, Willie. Because people says we need to concentrate on buying. Well, I'll disagree. I'll disagree with that. It has to be about selling players. The wage bill is sky high. It's sky high. Let's get rid of the players. You are selling one of your best players and leaders of the team, and you are celebrating this club trajectory is going south. I'm selling one of the best players. Onyeki, I think that's your name. Let me just say this very, very quickly. Players come, players will go. No player can have the feeling that they're bigger than the club. Okay? Players come and players go. You can worship them. You can say, oh my goodness, this player is the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, I thought Alexis Sanchez was wonderful. Maybe the only real match winner that we've had over the last, say, between 5 and 7 years. Nobody else has been or even reached his level. My legend was Liam Brady. And he's the only player that I cried for when he left. And I remember my dad saying to me, Alex, why are you crying for? Why are you crying? Players are going to come and players will go. That's one thing. Yeah. If it's the player who I think you're talking about, he doesn't have a divine right to think that he's bigger than the club. Everyone has a value to them. Everyone has a value. Didn't have the best of seasons, and that's going to happen. It will happen. But for me, and it's not because I'm thinking hindsight's a wonderful thing, Arsenal shouldn't have offered him that amount of money. If he wasn't happy, because he did say that actually other clubs came in for me, and then you got to be seen to be doing the right thing, saying the right thing, coming out when we've lost, talk to the public, come out to the media and say, you know what we did there, I didn't like what my teammates did. Come out and speak to us in the media. And I think the club captain's only come up maybe a handful of times, and he's the captain. Not good enough for me. Not good enough. Let's get rid of the deadwood first, because I know we don't have much money to spend for transfers. That is the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, sell, keep hold of the money, and if you think, you know what, actually we need upgrade it in that area, for example, the midfield, the money that you've made, that money you can use to buy that player. Am I missing something? That's how it's supposed to work. Sorry, I want to go to Kante to Arsenal, but Arsenal will not buy him. I don't think Kante would want to come to Arsenal. He's going to be in Champions League action next season. With Arsenal, there's no European action, so he wouldn't want to come to Arsenal. Monty says, "What going on? Can't afford to your family. What brother? Hope you're all right, man." Please have a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here, people. 34 Gooners, let's get 30 likes, please. Monty as well. Yeah, you know, put the link for your channel in the live chat so everyone can go over and subscribe to your channel, please. Anthony goes on to say, though, do you think Arteta is lucky to still be a manager in Arsenal? If after the Villarreal game results didn't go his way, would he still be a manager? Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, I don't know. I don't know. But what I can say to you is it was quite interesting to see how, well, my goodness, Arsenal played wonderful football, were scoring goals, we beat West Bromwich Albion, I think Brighton and all the other clubs there. Now the pressure was off. They performed. They performed. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we'll probably have to ask the board members for that, Anthony. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, a pause for the pause, and just I'll come back after this break, and I'll again go through the news of today from Cannon 4 TV's perspective again. But have a look at this video when we're talking about our membership scheme. Wonderful stuff. We had like a few members, Monty. We had a few new members, which tells me, Alex, you know what, you need to kind of put some more content on the members tab there. So yeah, Alex, I know got lots of work to be done. Lots of work to be done. So have a look at this video when we're talking about our, well, not online, our membership scheme currently running on Cannon Fodder TV. See you on the other side. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you will get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Cannon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, you know, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Cannon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But
part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases, and of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Canon Foyer TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed Canon Foyer TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Canon Foyer TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Canon Foyer TV.
So there you have it. There you have it. If you ever wanted to know what it meant to be a member on Canon Foyer TV, I mean, the ticket tape's been running for the longest time, hasn't it? Right along the bottom there. So have a look at it there. And also, what I want to give you a quick update on was we did a poll yesterday. And I'm not sure what's happened over the last few days. I mean, the polls, the numbers we're getting in the polls, wow, over 1,000. Thousand. The poll we did was it yesterday? 2 days ago, begging your pardon, was Arsenal's midfield targets. Choose only one. So these are the midfielders. We're limited for the amount of options we could put there on YouTube. I think the maximum is 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 options. So out of 1,200 votes, incredible. That's the most we've had. And the options were Ruben Neves, Martin Odegaard, Yves Bissouma, Jose Mawar, and an other or different midfielder. So out of 1,200 votes and some change, other 2%, Ruben Neves 11%, Jose Mawar 12%, Martin Odegaard 15%, and 1% down from yesterday, Yves Bissouma at 59%. So Yves Bissouma is your number one midfielder target for this transfer window. Wow. And a poll we did 3 days ago, how many players do you think Arsenal will sign, in this transfer window? And so out of just over 1,000 votes, the options were between 1 and 2 players, 3 or more players, or 0, or I can't decide. So again, out of just over 1,000 votes, can't decide, 4%. Arsenal will sign 0 players on the transfer window, came at 20%. Arsenal will sign between 1 and 2 players, 22%. And 55% of you think that Arsenal will sign 3 plus players in this summer transfer window. Wow, my goodness. The silly season! That's what it is, silly season. Okay, let's get back into the live. Actually, not into live chat. Let me review the news of today as I saw it, or as Canon Foyer TV as a perspective. Let's have a look. So yeah, first up, we spoke about the bad boy himself. Yeah, this gentleman over here, Matteo Guendouzi. And apparently he said his goodbyes to Hertha Berlin in a tweet. According to L'Equipe, his relationship with Arteta has been ruptured, and a long-term stay at Arsenal under the Spaniard just isn't going to happen. That's right, because he signed he's agreed personal terms with Marseille. On Thursday, he paid a lengthy tribute to Hertha Berlin on Twitter, and some Arsenal fans are begging him to stay at the Emirates. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Anyway, his tweet was, he said, to the new beginnings, a difficult day arrives, this one, the day to say goodbye to an entire institution for which I had the immense privilege and honour to play football and defend its blason, I'm not sure what he means by that, in the extraordinary championship made of professionalism and humility. I was thinking, right. But this report is kind of giving the impression that he's coming back to Arsenal. He's not coming back to Arsenal, people. He won't be coming back to Arsenal. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to break your bubble, but he's not coming back to Arsenal. And then we spoke about in regards to Granit Xhaka. Again, this one is a little bit belated and a little bit behind the times. It's a Granit Xhaka Roma in advanced talks to sign Arsenal midfielder. Granit Xhaka requested by Roma boss Jose Mourinho, a city outside, thought to be close to Arsenal's valuation in the region of 21.5 million pounds. Also show interest in Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves, etc., etc. But if memory serves me right, he signed a deal, 5-year deal worth, I think, between 15 and 20 million pounds. That's what I understand. That's what I understand it to be. If maybe someone can come and tell me, actually, Alex, you're wrong. You're wrong. The other bit of news we wanted to talk about was what we spoke about was not only mainly Kieran Tierney, but Arteta eyes up 4 Arsenal players to fill the leadership void ahead of Granit Xhaka's looming exit. Mikel Arteta is planning to rejig Arsenal's leadership group once Xhaka has left the club, with 4 players in contention to be handed more responsibility, according to reports. Now, I know in the past, Mikel Arteta has spoken glowingly about Kieran Tierney's leadership skills. He does actually say, I think he can be a leader. He has the respect and the admiration of every member of staff and every player. It's just the way that he is. He does it in a natural way. He's a shy boy, but I think he represents all the values we want to instill and that there are in the DNA of this club. Well, the DNA of the club is gone, long since gone, man. He came here, and I took him. It took him a while. He had a really bad injury, but he's a natural leader. You see how he behaves on the pitch, and when he talks, he says the right things and exactly what we're looking for. I was thinking, yeah, but you don't see that, or you don't hear that from the current club captain. You don't. Doesn't always say the right. He's not always doing the right thing. You know, I mean, a leader is a leader. You got to be the role model. I mean, if you want him to do the things that the way that he does it, and you want everybody else to follow the way you do things, it's not good. It's not good. Would I like Kieran Tierney to be the captain? I would, if it were not for his injury record. Imagine, you're looking to Captain Fantastic. Where is he? He's on the physio's bench. He's out for a few months. That's not good. That's not good. What else was there? I think that was it. That was it. Was that it, Alex? I think it was. That was it. So those are 3 segmented live news on this morning's show. Let's go back into the live chat and see who has joined us again. Where are we? Sorry, I was here. Oh, right. I think I was here. Was I here? Arteta is the right guy for Arsenal, says Ismail. Hope Arsenal can buy Ruben Neves, Aaron Ramsey, and the striker Musa Dembele, says Fariz. Aaron Ramsey is not going to happen. He's had his time at Arsenal. He's had his time. Musa Dembele, I think if that was going to happen, it should happen maybe 2-3 seasons ago. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves, my friend. Albert's is really dead wood. His form is declined, bad attitude, and he's on a new contract. I'll see him for half price. Sell him for half price. No longer an asset. Alex, will you be doing any watch-alongs for any Euro 2021 games? I have said I don't really have an invested interest in the Euros, but I might just do one watch. I don't like doing watch-alongs. I don't like doing watch-alongs. I mean, I just find them too stressful, and I have got to be very careful because I know, everyone's watching me, looking at my reaction, and a lot of you, for broadcasting rights, would rely on my reaction to what I'm seeing. Very, very stressful. But we'll have to wait and see how things go. Let's wait and see how things go. I know the Euro starts today, but I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. Let's just wait and see how things go. Okay, I'll be scouting for Canon for the TV during Euros. I'll be watching the Turkish right back for Lille and Zinic under the. Thank you for that, man. Just let me know. Just drop me a comments in a DM or an email. I say, Alex, did you see this? I said, no, actually, I didn't see that, man. But Alex, you need to be watching that. Okay, all right. Dear. Our latest moderator, sign up. Static, what's happening, my brother? It's good to see you, man. Likewise, man. Likewise. Oh, just give you guys a quick update. Today, remember, there is no Easy Talk. The Easy Talk has taken like a 4 to 5 week break. Yes. Why? Because I'm doing transfer news now. So I can't be keeping Easy Talk going, the Monday night chats going with Eltel and James Rowe. Something's got to give. So these two segments, along with VOR is also on break, my brother. So yeah, those segments are going to take like a little well-earned break on Canal 4 TV. I will be going live from the Emirates, possibly the last one. My one-man protest, but I'm going to be joined by a special guest on Sunday. Who's it going to be, Alex? You have to wait and see. You have to wait and see who's the person going to be joining me protesting. Oi, Cronky out at the Emirates on Sunday. It'll be between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Oh, there's some breaking news there for you. Breaking news. Auba came with a fire to win, and he showed it on the pitch. I feel it's not. Let's not blame him for not being what we expect. He realized only him and the fans are serious about winning, so he switched off. But you can't switch off. Prosper, can you imagine? In my work, I say, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back and let the kids be, just be, misbehaving. I'm just gonna switch off. What do you think is gonna happen to me? Do you think my employer's gonna say, "Oh, Alex, just put your feet up, just relax"? I'll get sacked. So Auba cannot think, "Oh, I've got a new contract. I too am gonna switch off." You can't do that. Now I understand he had personal problems and issues. That is life. That is life. But you can't just switch off and thinking, "Oh, no, I don't care now." And actually, you know what? The North London derby, I really can't be bothered. I was just like, yeah, stuck in traffic. You can't just switch off. You're an employee of Arsenal. Employee of Arsenal. Who do you think Arsenal will buy for a number 10 position? Well, we've already got a player that can play in the number 10. Have we not got Emerson Rowe who can play in that position? No. Can we get Dybala? I featured him early part of the year. I think I did 2 videos on Dybala. Also, do you think you should get Rambo back? Personally, I don't know. We still need him. Rambo, no, for me, no. Age 30. Again, we'll have another player. Again, 30. What can we offer him? Maybe possibly a 1-year extension. But yeah, I mean, just going to the first point you make there about in the number 10 role. Well, we've got Emil Smith Rowe. We have Emil Smith Rowe who can play the number 10. But what I've said is we cannot rely on him to play for the whole season. Have to share that position there with another player. Last season we had, the Viking, Ødegaard. I was thinking, right, he's coming in to support Emerson Rowe. They're not going to be playing together. It's either one or the other. And what happened? They played together, both of them got injured. So it's got to be Emerson Rowe playing majority of most of the games, but give him a break and have another player who can also play in a number 10 role. I hope I answered that question. 24 likes now. Smash the likes, says Static. Smash the likes. Check the merch in the description box. Make a purchase if you are able to do so. And also make a painless donation using the Super Chat button. Pow! Right there. £1, €1, $1, €1. Painless. Just check your bank statement. Okay, yeah, that £1 went to... oh, it's all right. Canal 4 TV. Painless. There's no excuse. If you really wanted to support your friendly local podcaster, or maybe use the link for our PayPal in the description box. Have a look there. Yeah, a little donation there. Oh, there you go, Alex. Here's like 20 quid for you. Yeah, there you go. I'm joking. Why would Auba do it with passion to win when all his bosses, Cronky out on the team, are only doing it for money? Need I say more, Prosper? Huh? Tierney has to become captain now because it's clear to see by anyone except Arteta. Arteta, wake up, smell the coffee, man. Smell the coffee. The problem is that if he's shy, he won't say the words that players understand. But he does say that in the report. Arteta says that he does come out. Although he's a shy person, he says and does the right things. Arteta's just said that in the report. I'm sorry. Yeah, he might be shy, but when he's in the moment playing the game, the juices are flowing, and he says and he does the right things. A captain must be a bad boy, Vieira, Roy Keane type, ready to lay it straight to the manager and for the players if need be. All of which I'm sure Tierney doesn't have no problems doing. The report says that he kind of struggled with life in London. He's now settled down. But the only problem I have is the question mark is over his injury record. Having a captain who's always out injured wouldn't sit well with me. It wouldn't look right. Actually, you should do a watch along if England get into the knockout stages. Monty, man. I don't follow England, man. I said my wife is Colombian. You know, yeah. I just don't have a valid, interest in watching England, man. Alex, I hope you are keeping well. Arsenal fan circle, Ray. How you been? How you been, Ray? Back in the day, and actually, you know what? I still see Arsenal fan circle as our sister or brother channel. Yeah, we're quite closely aligned. But yeah, we haven't done anything together, Ray. It's time again for us to do another collab. Now, we're on a break, we're on a lull, and it's the Euros now. We can probably talk about doing another collab, another Ice Bucket Challenge, one that we think we can win. But good to see you back in the live chat, Ray. I hope you're keeping well. Say hello to your family from us. What the problem with Arsenal? We buy players a high rate and we sell them for low price, no value. I believe 20 million is so small. At least 25 million, their replacement are expensive. For me, because I think you're probably talking about Granit Xhaka. We've got something for him. He's regressed. He's not going to take us to the next level. The next level, win the Europa League. Higher still, get into the Champions League final stages and win it. Xhaka, the pace of the game is too quick for him. It's too quick for him. So, listen, we've got the money for him. Wish him all the best. Because I'm sure he'll do quite well with Jose Mourinho. Play in the Italian league where the pace is a lot slower for him. So 15, 20 million pounds for Granit Xhaka is good enough for me. It's good enough. I'm not going to barter over 5 million, 10 million. We've got the money. That is it. Job done. I don't accept anything, but giving 110% every time you are on the pitch as an Arsenal player, you just have to look at Elneny as the perfect example of giving everything for the cause. And Elneny is not a captain. He's not a vice captain. Yeah, quite humble. But you don't hear any news about him. Oh, you know what Elneny was in the club. Oh, with those women. Oh my goodness. Oh, Elneny broke the rules, the COVID rules. You don't hear that about Elneny. But on the pitch, as limited in his skill set as he is, the guy will run his guts out for the cause. What's the cause, Alex? The cause? The badge. Running your guts out, giving 100%, 10% for Arsenal. Limited, but what he has, he gives in abundance for the cause. Not a captain, not a vice captain. You don't see him any negative press, although there's a little, yeah. But Elneny, we need more players like that. More players like Mohamed Elneny. Scoring disgusting goals. Oh, did I not mention he got goal of the season? How can you not look at Mohamed Elneny thinking we need more players like Mohamed Elneny? You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. The last protest, make it count. Yeah, I will. Like I said, I'm going to be there going live like I usually am, but I'm going to be with a guest. someone's going to be there going live with me, thinking, "Oh, who's that going to be?" You have to wait and see on Sunday. Thinking, "Oh, this is going to be an interesting one." Oh my lordy, god damn! Hey, I want to know who is in the Gunner squad. Michael, if you go onto Google and if you type in Arsenal roster 2020/21, it'll give you all the players who form part of the Arsenal squad. I'll go through the squad numbers there. Sorry. Alex Orba said that he wanted to become an Arsenal legend. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Charlie George was a bad boy. But you know what Charlie George did? He was, how can I say this? I mean, I've met him. Did the stadium tour with my brother and him, and we were joking around with Charlie George, man. I was thinking, Charlie George is so funny. But Charlie George was instrumental in Arsenal becoming the double winning team of 71. Did you not see the goal that he scored against Liverpool? Instrumental. A bad boy, but he could bring it. He fought for the cause. And the funny thing is, I mean, he was before my era. I mean, when I was at primary school, I don't remember Charlie George playing for Arsenal. I remember him playing for Derby County. But for me, he is an Arsenal legend. Orba, if you're going to remain at the club, you've got a lot of work to do. It's not about Instagram, your social media account, your Lamborghini, this, that, and the other. Too many distractions. Too many distractions. You're paid to perform on the pitch. Stay away from all that negativity on social media. Stay well away from that. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Scott. He said that he wanted to be a legend. A legend for what reason? Not for all the negativity, but for the positive things. Come out, speak more to the media. After the game, before the game, during the game, well, not during the game, but come out and speak to the media. Don't leave it to the other players. You're the club captain. You're supposed to be the talisman. When the chips are down, you want to be able to say, right, you know what? Okay, he's the captain. He's going to take the responsibility and the leadership and say, right, I'm going to come out and talk to the media. He's only spoken to the media a handful of times. He wants to be a legend. I'm not sure about Mustafa holding number 10 a role. Good player and awareness, but prone to burning out easily. But that's only because he's been mismanaged by Mikel Arteta, not because of the player that he is. A youngster, yes. Manage him better, yes. Bukayo Saka, burnt out. Burnt out. Why? Because he was mismanaged. Mismanaged. Plus, he doesn't have that twist of pace Grealish has. No, not all season. A different type of player, isn't he? Different type of player. Marcus says, how about Ruben Neves? Well, I'm hoping I hear some positive news about Ruben Neves. I do like Ruben Neves. He's not a downgrade on Xhaka. He's a serious upgrade on Granit Xhaka. Uber therapy. Hi, first time here. Question: would you take Rama back? No, I wouldn't. No, he's heavily linked up with a return to EPL this summer. Uwe therapy. I wouldn't take him back. He's had his time. Didn't want him to leave. He left on a free to earn £400,000 a week. When is enough enough? But he's had his time. He's had his time at Arsenal. So I wouldn't like to see Rambo come back. No, and it's funny because they were showing Wales versus Belgium in the last Euros 2016. And the movement, they showed from a bird's eye view, the movement that Rambo had, like coming in and out again. I was thinking, wow, we're missing that kind of player. But no, Rambo's had his time. He's had his time. Yeah, no, it's okay. I understand what you meant. Alex, so Arsenal need. Who's going to score the goals? We need a striker or two. Has Xhaka defo gone? Arteta can't talk him out of this, please. Tell me it's gone too far for that. Yeah. Well, I heard actually yesterday that the deal has been done. £20 million deal. It's a 5-year contract deal. It's done. There's no coming back. There's no coming back, Terry. But I know what you mean. I just make sure you close the door. He's left the building. Just make sure you lock the door and switch off the lights. Next door, GS says Arsenal has had a bad season. Yeah, the terrible season. Was it 13 losses? 8th place finish? Terry, please don't jinx it. Hopefully they has finally come for him to ride into the sunset. Never to be talked about again. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. 61 Goodness here. We appreciate your time and interaction on this wonderful channel of ours. Monty, want him gone as much as you, mate. As honestly, I want Auba, Laka, etc. out. Fresh start. Oh, I thought you wanted Auba in. Okay, I misunderstood that. A fresh start with young, hungry players. Liverpool might have just beaten us with Daka. I featured Daka a few times. Would have been a snip. I think 14, 15 million pounds. Would have preferred Arsenal to Liverpool because of the game time. Oops. Yeah, that's also a good point. Factor in that he has been so injury prone this season for us. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. But it's what happens, isn't it? It's what happens. We should have kept him. We should have negotiated, but it is what it is. It was what it was. And moving forward, I wouldn't like to see Aaron Ramsey coming back only for his form not to materialize. And then we're probably thinking, oh, why did we have to buy Rambo back? Why did we? He's not performing like the way that he did before he left. So I wouldn't want that for Aaron Ramsey. Let's just leave it with the memory that we had there, and move on from that. And Nesta says, I miss Arsenal 2005 when they weren't bad. They weren't bad at all, were they? They were really, really good. I feel so proud and having the pleasure to have seen Arsenal play live. The last game I saw was against Olympiacos when we actually lost. That was oh my goodness. I don't know words to describe how I felt on that night there, and it was like almost 12 o'clock, and I had work next day. But I've been so privileged to see Arsenal play live. Having lived quite close to the old stadium now, we live quite, well, not say away, but 40 minutes max from the Emirates and the old stadium. But the point I'm trying to make is I've seen Arsenal win the Premier League. I've seen Arsenal win the European Cup. I've seen that. A lot of the fans, the younger fans, have not seen that in their lifetime. Not seen it at all. So I understand what you're saying, miss Arsenal 2005. So in that era there was one player who I freaking fly again. I did not want to leave Arsenal and retire. But it's what happens. No player can stay at Arsenal forever. Dennis Bergkamp. When Arsene Wenger had the policy, you know what? Once you reach at the age of 30, we'll offer you only a 1-year extension. I was thinking, this guy has got class, attitude, scores goals. He's got a little bit of nastiness about him. I was thinking, oh, shoot. Goodness. And that's what happens. You try and enjoy the time the players are with us. The players with the right mentality, the right attitude, who will fight for the badge. We don't have that now. We don't have enough of those players there. And that's the problem. The recruitment at Arsenal has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's why we are in this point that we are in now. The recruitment, the owner, a certain extent, the manager, but the players, because it's the players who play for us. terrible recruitment. And then when we tried to sell the players, other clubs thinking, well, this player is on that amount of wages, really? No, we can't negotiate. Sorry, guys, no. Who's going to want to buy the players that we have? And that's why I'm thinking, I'm not going to barter and thinking, oh, we should have got like 10 million more for Xhaka. The deal is done. That is it. That is it. Let's go back and watch it just for the last one for a wrap up. An hour, 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes and then some. The more you think about it, the squad is really fragile. Yeah. If Emerson Rose, Saka, and Pepe got injured, the team loses all its balance completely just by 3 players. And that's why I said, going forward, Arteta, identify your core group of players. No doubt squad depth will play a factor in the season because the season's a long old season. 38 games. Not including the cup games. Squad depth will come into this, but have your core players. Play an 11. Choose your best 11 and stick with it. Stick with it. If Arsenal get relegated, I will lose my mind. Don't lose your mind, man. Don't lose your mind. Okay? Your well-being is the most important thing. Yeah? Don't let Arsenal do that to you. Oh, where's my mind? Oh, there's my mind. And you see your mind running off in the distance. Come back here, mind. I almost lost my mind. Nesta. I joke, but yeah, don't let it reach that point. Yeah. Any news on Willian going yet? We spoke about it yesterday when I went live with Arsenal Alex. That I've seen some footage photos of him literally looking for a new property in the States. He's out in the States apparently looking for a new property because it's going to be linked to an MLS club pretty soon. So I can't wait. I won't be coming live later on this evening because I want to spend more time with my wife and my family. But tomorrow, if I can find any updated news in regards to the W, man, you be sure I'll come up live with it tomorrow. Yeah, prospecting in the United States, looking for an apartment. Oh, my goodness. Massive shout out to our 11,500 plus subscribers and followers on all other platforms. Without you, there could never ever be a Cannon for the TV. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Let's see if I can go through this very, very quickly. Yes, for Arsenal's sake, move on from Ramsey. Thanks for answering my question because I've seen mixed opinions on Ramsey. Some Arsenal fans want him back, others don't. Great channel, by the way, I just described. Uwe Therapy, thank you so very much. I've got to ask you a question. Were you at the Emirates a couple of seasons ago? Because I remember my brother and myself, we were filming there. And I can't remember what game it was, but there's a few Uwe fans walking by, and my brother was we were recording, and some Juve fans were like talking to my brother. I said, "Bruv, you got to wrap it up." So, was you at the Emirates a few years ago? Maybe, could be. Ah, yes. Sorry, guys. Also, help Monty's channel out, please. Monty has his own YouTube channel. Yeah. I mean, if I could pay Monty and my moderator for like a nominal fee for moderating, I would. But we don't have those finances there. We're a small channel. This is not my job. I've got my regular job I do anyway. But listen, it's free to subscribe. It takes less than a minute. So click the link there. And you see, oh my goodness, there's Monty's channel. Subscribe. That's all you have to do. Yeah. Just click, subscribe. Wonderful. Let's see, just a few more here. I don't want all but Arsenal, but I meant that the lack of ambition by the bosses always gets down to the. Oh right, yeah, I know what you mean. Prosper. I've said that so many times. How the players are is very indicative of the owner. The players don't really care. Why? Because the owner doesn't care. If you had an owner who cared, the players would also care. But the players don't care because the owner doesn't care. Let's aim for 50 likes, please. Alex, I meant the strength and courage which Tierney has. We don't have a team that has that. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just joking. Just saying, who's going to score the goals? I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, I would love Tierney to be our new captain going forward, but I can't see Arteta saying to Orba, "Oi, Orba, I need to have a word with you. Come, sit down with me. All right, let's have a quick chit chat. You know the armband? I'm taking it back." I can't see Mikel Arteta taking that decision right there. It's for him. Oh my goodness, I don't want to upset Orba. You are up there to upset the players. Yeah, management, manage. You've got to manage all the situations there, the good times and the bad times. Be ruthless. Be ruthless. Take the armband from. It doesn't have to be Tierney, but I'm thinking who else has that kind of, that awe about him that he could be potentially like a captain material. But just use Tierney for an example. Take the armband from Orba and give it to Tierney. Arteta won't and cannot do that. He won't do it. Another question: how well do you know Joe Montemuro, and whether you are familiar with his works and philosophy? I'm not too familiar. I know he managed the women's ladies team, but I don't know too much about him. Why the question? Why the question? Why the question, my friend? So the right players are moving on. It is that a level of a ruthlessness? The right players. Well, who's gone so far? There's only been two players. All the others all speculation. Kolasinac is still here. Bellerin is still here. They haven't been moved on. Ray. Orba's still here. Lacker's coming to the end of his last the year of his contract. The players are still here. As far as I know, I don't believe it until I see it, Ray. There's only been one player. There's only one player, and that's Granit Xhaka. And almost we've got rid of Guendouzi. The Raptors moved. No, they haven't. They haven't. They still remain at Arsenal. They're still Arsenal players. That's not a level. That's not ruthlessness for me. For me, it's lukewarm. That's a lukewarm response to a situation that needs ruthlessness. That's not ruthlessness, Ray. No, not by a long shot. Joined just now. Is Zaha really gone? Oh, you mean Xhaka? Yes, he has. In a £20 million deal, a 5-year contract deal with Roma. So again, all I'm going to say is I wish him all the best. I think he'll do quite well in the Italian league because it's a slower pace compared to the Premier League, where he just didn't have the time to process what he wants to do, where he's going to play the ball, how he's going to receive the ball. He'll have that time in the Italian league. I wish him all the best. Xhaka response to Arsenal: you are only as good as your team. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, I say Uwe because I remember my brother was thinking, I think there's like 5 Uwe fans, like just asking my brother questions, like we've been a little bit silly. I said to my brother, "Come on, you got to wrap it up now. I'm filming, but yeah, it wasn't you. Okay, yeah, coach. Yeah, I know. I don't know too much about him, but what I have heard, what's her name? I forgot her name now. I featured her on the player profile. She said that Joel Montemuro is one of the best coaches that she's worked under. I forgot her name. But I don't know too much about him. Taking the armband off Orba would take a bit of a unneeded pressure off him. Yeah, of course it would. But would he see it that way? Would he see like he's been picked on? As long as it's man management. You speak to him, say, you've had a tough season, 10 goals in all competitions. So I'm going to relieve you of the armband. I'm going to give it to somebody else. You just concentrate on scoring goals. Concentrate on scoring goals. Yeah, think about your family. Just concentrate on scoring goals, and make sure you turn up early for games. That's what you need to do. Just turn up early for games and score goals. Xhaka going means a clean slate in midfield. Well, the slate's still not really clean. You know, what a great transfer window this would be getting Luis, William, Xhaka, and hopefully Kolasinac and Bellerin out of the club. I can go for that. I will say once they're out, I'll say right. Then we've moved on. That would have been Ruthless, possibly. If you added like Auba in there, I'll say right. Oh wow! Oh my goodness! You got rid of Auba. Damn. But I could go with that as a ballpark figure, Monty. But the business is still not done. It's not done. We've only got rid of one player. One player. I mean, Luis, you know, yeah. Ceballos by default. Erdegaard by default. Because they want our players anyway. The business is not done yet. Right, let me see. I'll go through this very, very quickly. I need to wrap it up. I need to go and eat something. It's the best feeling I have had as an Arsenal supporter was when we won the league at Anfield in '89. Do you know what, Skynet? Even when I watched the repeat of '89, I know what happens, but when I'm watching it live, I'm thinking like, the whole build up. I'm thinking, oh, how is Arsenal going to do it? I still don't believe Arsenal are going to do it when I'm watching the replay. I'm thinking, oh, okay, we've got the first goal, but oh, we're not going to win. I mean, that right there is, oh my goodness. 89, man. 89. 35 likes, smash the likes. Hey, everyone, thank you, says Static. Just wanted to gauge your idea of a ruthlessness with players in process of leaving, i.e. moving on. Yeah, again, ruthlessness means once you've demanded something and it has been done. Hasn't been done yet. Hasn't been done. Well, and he says, good morning, Alex. I'm appreciating the breaking news video. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Listen, when I do my transfer news, man, I don't dilly-dally. Get to the point. You know, read the news, give my opinion. You can have your opinion. Boom. Inside 3 minutes. But it takes a lot longer to get the video together and do the research. But you guys don't need to know that. My problem is that we have, see, 18 knows the situation there. And other youngsters who, if given that belief, would really rise. But we're busy killing their spirit and wishing for players which we can't afford to prosper. Prosper, hitting all the right notes there, man. All the right points. Yeah? McGuinness yet to come back. Zach Meddy yet to come back. Yeah, all these players, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock. Hit the like button. Let's get 50 likes on this one. I've been going for an hour and almost 30 minutes. And do you know what? I think we'll just very quick before I wrap up this one, let's quickly just review the news of today from Cannon 4 TV perspective. Matteo Guendouzi has left the building at Hertha Berlin. That is not Arsenal. Arsenal fans are reacting to what Matteo Guendouzi and he put on Twitter. Yeah, L'Equipe mentions that his relationship with Arteta has been ruptured, and long-term stay at Arsenal under the Spaniard is highly unlikely to happen because he's agreed personal terms with Marseille. But anyway, Guendouzi put on Twitter, new beginnings. A difficult day arrives, this one, the day to say goodbye to an entire institution for which I had the immense privilege and honour to play football for and defend its blason in an extraordinary championship made of professionalism and humility. So, you know what? He's agreed personal terms with Marseille. He's another player who I just want to wish him all the best. Still not matured quite yet, and I'm sure it will happen. Hopefully, it will happen sooner rather than later. There's no doubt he has talent, but the talent doesn't matter if you don't have the right attitude. Forget about the talent. Come with the right attitude. Come with the right mindset, and then we can look at your talent. Yeah? And the other news we spoke about very, very quickly was in regards to this gentleman who's facing us. Granit Xhaka, gone. Now a Roma player. 5-year deal worth 20 million squid. Playing for Roma under Jose Mourinho. Imagine that. And then we spoke about the situation with the captain. now that Xhaka's left, Arteta's looking at other, profiles of players who could step up into the role of a senior member. And I was thinking, yeah, Tierney, if it were not for his injury record, I would say, yeah. But imagine you've got your captain. You're looking across the field. You're thinking, who's going to motivate us? Well, I'm trying to motivate myself. I would do my dance to motivate myself. But where's the captain? Oh, the captain's not here. He's on a physio's bench again. Doesn't sit well with me. Doesn't sit well at all with me. So those were the 3 segments of live news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will not be back later on this evening. I know it's Friday. There is no Easy Talk. The Easy Talk is taking a 4 to 5 week break. Why, Alex? Well, because I've been doing transfer news every single day. Yeah, the VOR is taking a break. The Monday Night Chats is taking a break. I'm no longer doing the live shows in the evening anymore because I've kind of upped the ante to do transfer breaking news. Wonderful, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you to my moderators on this one, particularly one. Fantastic. I saw the numbers almost reach 80 at any one time. Wow. For a Friday morning, well, actually, it's going to depend wherever you are, but Friday morning UK time, wow, my goodness. Well, I mean, we're no Amazon Prime over here, but thank you. I do appreciate you spending your time with us. Please, guys, make sure you subscribe, like it says there. Subscribe to Kind of be part of the community over here. Yeah, we're making our way. Our next landmark is 15,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Anyhow, to those of you kind of tuning for the first time, make sure it's not the last time. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. Yeah, a different day, same time. Yeah, same place. Is that right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, so thank you for that. If you've been wondering actually who or what you've been listening to, well, you've been listening to Cannon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this